Children trying on mommy and daddy's shoes are just about as adorable as can be, especially little toddlers. Every parent who has watched a child or grandchild try on his or her shoes will carry that precious memory of laughter and joy forever. Then, when they get older, they try on our clothes, and we collect the memories of them walking around in shirts and dresses that drag the floor. But we don't care. They're so cute. But then one day they're grown and wearing adult clothes and carrying adult responsibilities. So, young parents, enjoy every moment. Growing up and maturing requires us to put on our own grown-up clothes and accept our own responsibilities, including the consequences of those choices. Today's Saturdays in the Psalms edition of Morning Minutes in the Bible on An American Missionary takes us to Psalm 32 and a discussion of the consequences of our own choices, particularly of the choice to sin and the blissful joy of divine forgiveness. David accepted the consequences of his sin and received the blessing of forgiveness. How blessed is he whose transgressions are forgiven, whose sins are covered. How blessed is the man to whom the Lord does not impute iniquity. Psalm 32, verses 1 and 2. Now, what does that have to do with children putting on their parents' clothes, you ask? Good question. There are two connections, and understanding them is vital for those who would be followers of Christ. First is the popular false doctrine called the imputation of righteousness, wherein when one is saved, the righteousness of Christ is placed on them, like children wearing their parents' clothes. The idea is that underneath one is still the dirty, vile sinner, wearing filthy garments, but God only sees his Son's purity cloaking that person. What's the big deal, some may ask? Simple. It's a false doctrine. Teaching false doctrine is always a big deal. Plus, it is connected to the false system of Calvinism, which is leading millions upon millions away from God. So that's why it's a big deal. Second is if there is joy in watching our children pretend to be adults by trying on our shoes and clothes, and in knowing they are on their way to being adults themselves, imagine the sheer joy of learning the truth of our salvation is forgiveness, learning how we become new people from the inside out instead of pretending by wearing the real adult's clothes. All responsible adults know their sin, and those who want to be right with God are weary of wearing the guilt and want it taken away. Knowing God's Son takes away sin and makes people into holy, new, purified saints is true joy. When one is baptized into Christ and stands up a new, spiritually cleansed person, that's a priceless, precious memory. Thank you for watching the Saturdays in the Psalms edition of Morning Minutes in the Bible on An American Missionary. Until next time, this is James McClenny hoping you have a great day.